everybody. Welcome back to the Geek Branch podcast. We are still on Branch Wars, and this time we are going to talk about the recent Smash Brothers Direct, where once again we get another Fire Emblem character. That's right, we get Byleth, or however you pronounce it, the main character from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Well, was a fun game. Don't get me wrong. It's one of the few Fire Emblem games that I really enjoyed. I'm not a big Fire Emblem guy. I'm sorry. I'm sure I'll get some rage hate in the comments, but whatever. Regardless, we already got like what 25 billion Fire Emblem characters in
Welcome to
Smash.
Super Smash Fire Emblem Edition.
Yes.
Hey, look, you're just never gonna get Waluigi. It's okay.
Oh, you had to bring up the pain.
Right in the heart, Dane.
I'm gonna be crying just like the end of that one episode from freaking Futurama with the dog.
That's
that
See?
really does do it.
Yeah, that's the
the
saddest.
That's the level of sad I get from
That
not
is
having
the saddest
Waluigi.
thing ever made in animation, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty close.
Yes.
Yeah, probably takes the cake. I mean, there may be like an episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender that matches it, but you know.
So this is our reject 2-for-1 offer here, where we have it's one character, but we can choose their gender.
Oh, well, they
Yes.
might also have a different fighting style because you pick their gender.
Oh, you serious?
yeah. I mean, they're lazy like that, you know.
Oh, well, and so they
But they're
made
just going to take up the one slot, or
I'm pretty sure they're gonna take up 2 slots. They're Fire Emblem characters. They have to take everything.
yeah. How's that work with other? Because there's other fighting characters on Smash where they're male and female versions.
Are there?
Isn't there?
not that I know of.
Yeah, there's Chrome. There's 2 versions of Chrome, right?
Yeah, but that's 2 different ages of Chrome.
Okay.
That's Chrome Young and Chrome Adult.
Okay. Whatever. Anyways, so
Did you just assume Chrome's gender?
shame on you.
Me? I'm never that guy. There are only 2.
I was
hold
talking to Tim.
Oh, Tim. Yeah.
Shame on me. But so we found out that was the new character. A lot of people were upset because it's another Fire Emblem character, but also another sword character. Well, their excuse is that he doesn't just use the sword. He also uses the legendary axe, bow and arrow, and something else from the game.
Oh, so we have a link.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they called him basically a master of range. He's more better as a range fighter than in up close compared to some of the other Fire
So
Emblem
he's
characters.
a fox with a sword.
Yeah, he's Fox with a sword.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Anyway, so
It's not like there's gonna be anything creative coming out of that roster, so let's just hold on for a second.
after a while, with the amount of characters that they got in their roster, I mean,
you
geez.
could just take a base comparison and go, it's so and so plus so and so, right?
Right.
Exactly,
Yeah,
because
right,
there's
yeah.
so many of them.
Well, you know what's the sad thing is that we're talking about Smash, but we just got to talking about Mugen.
I know.
and all of them are different.
So it's all over the place. Yeah.
So I'm just like, there could be creativity here. but there won't
I
be.
respectfully disagree.
There's
After
balance,
working on
sir.
At working on the 800 some odd characters I have a Mugen, everybody's basically, let's just go down to 4, do a super and be over with it. Because everybody's got basically very similar movesets in a lot of games. You realize really quickly. I mean, there's some slight differences, but yeah, no, it's same different character, same dish.
Yeah. A different skin.
Yeah.
But so a lot of people were actually upset about this, not angry, just kind of disappointed more than anything else. In fact, if you go look at the direct for that announcement, it's probably the most disliked direct for a Smash character.
Okay, but like Fire Emblem is ridiculously popular, so you can't really blame them for making
I
this decision.
get it.
Wait. Is it?
Dude,
popular?
it's
Yeah,
ridiculously popular.
Well,
Fire
it's-
Emblem has been a fan.
Well, it's became like the one of the 3DS games became a huge hit.
Okay.
It was one that was supposed to be the last Fire Emblem game.
Okay, so Fire Emblem Awakenings, 2008. Okay, it landed, and this is the first Fire Emblem that did successfully here in the West. But it was always massive in the East.
Yeah, but it wasn't
yeah.
massive to where they basically told him Awakening, if it didn't do well, it was going to be the last one. Well,
Right.
it became a hit over in America, and ever since Awakening, it's been
Every Fire
growing.
Emblem game has become
really
more
fast
popular
over
than the
here.
last.
Well,
It is
what
ridiculous.
a wonderful name for that, for it to awaken to the
Yeah.
West.
At least it wasn't Rising, since it would have been the Rising Sun. But
Oh.
I know, right? But so they decided to go with the Fire Emblem character again because, like Dane said, it is a vastly popular series, especially in the East. Uh, a lot of people were hoping for maybe
Waluigi.
well, me Waluigi, of course, but there was other people that were hoping for more of an out there choice, like Banjo Kazooie was, or Joker from Persona. They were hoping more of that wow
Yeah,
factor
yeah.
that they got from some of the others.
That's fair.
So they were hoping for someone like Crash or someone like that. I hope for, which I'll never get, is Waluigi. I would love to have Genos from
At this point, they're just accepting defeat if they give us Waluigi. Yeah, how stubborn they've been with that whole thing. They're just accepting
he
defeat.
just ignores you if you bring it up to him.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Sakurai. I appreciate all the hard work he's done. I wish he would do Waluigi, but he's not doing it. I get it. Whatever. So the other character I would really hope he would do would be Genos from Super Mario RPG. And then there was another character that I thought of the other day that would have been great, but I can't think of it right now. Is there any character that you would absolutely love in a Smash game?
That's good. Huh.
And it doesn't have to be someone from the Nintendo world. It can even be somebody from Sony or Microsoft.
Well, you got that right, because I mean, technically, isn't everything basically in Smash is still some type of at one point on Nintendo? So
Yeah, Nintendo property. I think almost every Nintendo property
except for Persona.
Well,
I'm just like
Persona's not a Nintendo property.
That's what I'm saying. It's never been on a Nintendo.
What I'm saying, what he's referring to is that every Nintendo property has made it in the Smash.
Yeah, every Nintendo. Not that one game you mentioned about earlier. The one where you had to call the guy because the letter wasn't in.
Oh, you're talking about
Super Tropics,
which is Star Tropics, which
Star
is
Tropics.
Such a great game. I mean, you basically got a kid that can beat people up with a yo-yo. Oh.
Yeah. I think that we have someone who does.
We got two of them.
Right. Which which he also had his baseball bat and psychic powers.
Oops.
Crap.
Never mind. Yeah, for the most part, all the franchises have been touched on. I mean, there's some like spin-off characters that they could go with. Like they could go with one of the random Donkey Kong 64 characters or something, like Cranky Kong or something.
If they gave us Ice Climbers, they could have given us like Lolo, which is like a push puzzle style game. They probably could have done something with that.
He could have given us another.
There are a lot of options. Give me, you gave me Cloud for Final Fantasy VII, but why don't you give me the Final Fantasy that saved the whole freaking thing, which is Final Fantasy 1? Give me like give me like a one character that can be switched between the fighter.
Like they did with the hero for all the Dragon Quest.
Yeah, but I'm saying we could have a Warrior of Light.
No. That's not what Final Fantasy 1's about, sir. Well, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I'm not talking about the one like that they have the generic Warrior of Light from Dissidia. Like that one, I don't like that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
The city is okay. Yeah. I mean, the city does the same thing with Onion Knight. I'm not happy about that. Yeah.
Because
I love Onion Knight.
Original Final Fantasy, we had Warrior, White Mage, Black Mage, Thief, Black Belt, and I think that's it.
One more? I think there was a range character, wasn't there? No? Was it just Thief?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I don't ever play Thief because he's garbage. He's only good for running away. Or the monk. I don't know if I said anything about the black belt.
Black belt, yeah, you did. You mentioned black belt.
So there you go. Like just having one character that could be swapped between those four, like just more of a skin change.
Yeah, like they did with the Dragon Quest hero.
Yeah.
Essentially, you got to play all the Dragon Quest heroes, and you just switched out their skin.
Yeah. Just something like that.
That would have been fun.
And that's a tribute to the original Final Fantasy from originally.
Or they could go with another fighting game since they clearly like doing other fighting games, so they could do like
give me if you've got some 8-bit characters, give me Karate Champ.
You could get like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. You could go, well, they already did Street Fighter, but they've never done Blaze Blue. They could do Blaze Blue. I mean,
I don't know if the 2Ds would make it. The 2D anime fighters, I don't think.
Well, they would obviously not make them 2D.
I know. I'm just saying, I don't think any of those.
If we got Street Fighter, we did have Killer Instinct on the NES library at one point.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, Microsoft might be willing to let them use one of their Killer Instinct characters.
I mean, people barely remember it, so might as well.
You're right.
Microsoft should let us use Conquer
combo. Oh, dude.
Well, Microsoft let us use Banjo Kazooie. So
yeah, see.
And Microsoft and Nintendo have a great relationship nowadays. So, also during that direct, they also announced, which I think was dumb idea. You know how they still do the Mii fighters and how they have these costumes for them? So instead of giving us a Cuphead character to play, they gave us a costume. And it would have been awesome. Cuphead would have been perfect.
That's all
Yeah.
it would have been. It would have just been rain spam. That's all that Cuphead is.
I know, but it's still it would still been a fun character to
I do
see on the game.
straightforward spam. All right, my back B or my down B. That's my shoot behind me, and it swirls around. I don't know, stupid crap like that.
Yeah, no, he'd be so simple. I would love for Cuphead. No, what I would love is they actually added some Cuphead bosses. Because
Oh, that would
Cuphead
be
had some of
pretty
the most
cool.
creative bosses.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's always that one guy that wants Goku to be in the game, but that's never happening. Yeah, that's you. I don't think that they'll ever pick Goku.
No, it's
He-
never gonna happen.
He would just it wouldn't work.
I mean,
But you know what? If they ever did add him though, they could give him instant transmission as a move, so he can instant transmission himself off the stage. In fact, no, his stage recovery should be instant transmission.
Oh, that
He instant transmissions to the ledge. That'd be cool. I'm sorry.
That would be a cool move.
oh yeah,
They would
definitely.
have to definitely depower him. They would have to keep him.
well, yeah.
He couldn't go Super Saiyan.
Okay, fine. If we
No,
can't,
that's a
if,
smash. A smash is going Super Saiyan.
if we can't have him in the game because he's too powerful, we'll just throw in Yamcha. And,
Then it's fair. Yeah.
no, we have to up Yamcha's power a bit. But I mean, then it would be okay.
I would be okay with Piccolo being the pick.
No one loves Piccolo enough. I'm a fan of Big Green. Green Dad, best dad. But
Yeah.
no one loves Piccolo
Vegeta's my
enough.
favorite.
Oh,
Hands
good old
down.
short boy! I love me some Krillin.
His favorite
It's
is
Kriller time.
he loves Gohan.
Gohan is my favorite character.
Yeah. I loved him up until Boo Saga.
Also,
You're
thank
the-
you, Landon Pator. I love you and your Krillin voice.
Yeah, from
That's the
Team
one I
4-star.
that's the one I
Abridged.
imitate to do
Yeah.
there. So
DBZ abridged.
Yeah. Still going.
yeah,
I wonder.
Well, sort of.
Well,
Yeah.
they're ramping to Blue Saga. I think they're gonna do.
They
Blue
were
and
going to
then-
do Boo Saga until probably 2020, but it's
Yeah.
still very much quiet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, at least it's not the Hellsing Abridged crew because that took forever.
hey, but it's done.
Yeah, it is done, but Hellsing Abridged was almost a lifetime of waiting. The anime came out quicker than that.
It was like what 8 episodes, and it took us 9 years.
That's right. Yeah, the anime came out quicker than Hellsing.
Right.
Well, with all those other characters, I think another character I'm surprised they didn't think about doing is Leon from Resident Evil, since Resident Evil has become a big thing again.
And we also have he would work pretty much like Snake.
He would be a good character, maybe a Monster Hunter character.
Yeah, it's a fairly popular game series too. So
Yeah.
It's really pretty hard.
They
to
have
do
a monster. They have
Hunter.
a Monster Hunter monster in the game.
Oh, it's like one of the Smash interactables, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it'd be cool to just have Nergigante land and just beat the crap out of some players and then leave. He's just like, yeah, I just want to let you know that I'm the boss here.
I think that's actually who they have.
What, yeah, Nergigante? Because it's the most abusive freaking dragon in the entire game. He's just like, oh, the dragon having a nice day, land. Nah, I'm just gonna come here.
I haven't played the new expansion yet, actually. The one, well, it's been on PS4 for like forever,
The
but
Ice
if they finally
expansion.
came to PC Iceborne.
Yeah.
The only reason is because apparently it's like having a lot of issues to where it's burning up people's CPUs and stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't want to touch
What?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not optimized.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
okay, that's great.
I
I'll
mean,
give it
they're obviously gonna fix it.
Yeah, yeah, it's the biggest thing Capcom's had in a long time. So yeah, I just feel like that there's a lot of other choices they could go with. They could use Zero from Mega Man. I mean, they have
Oh,
one
yeah.
Mega Man
Yeah,
character.
actually, another sword character would be great.
He doesn't just use a sword; he
But-
can use his blaster
Right, you're
too.
right.
But that's
it'll
Mega
be a,
Man
it'll,
stick.
it'll be a ranged sword character like Blythe.
Blythe.
Oh,
I'm
Blythe.
gonna call it Blythe. I'm sorry. I look at it. It reads Blythe. It is Blythe. I don't know. Byleth makes no sense to me phonetically. Whatever. Blythe.
You know, phonetics don't work with me.
Byleth. There about that.
Byleth.
Byleth.
Right.
Bye.
If there's a hyphen, I would do it, but it's not Blythe. Like Scythe. I'm just Blythe.
The good news is that we are getting 6 more characters. I mean, we kind of already knew that, but they confirmed that there will indeed be 6, just like the other DLC.
One
pack.
of which will be a very tall shadow with a W mustache.
I wish.
And then it shows up and it's freaking Dr. Robotnik.
Yes.
I actually made
On a diet.
No, so it'd be the
It's
new
gonna
one
be
from
the Jim Carrey. It's gonna be the Jim Carrey Robotnik. Oh, you wanted Waluigi? This is close enough, right?
I mean, he deserves it. He's going to carry that movie. That movie will not exist without Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey will carry that movie.
Well, and that studio that redid all that work for us. Thanks.
Oh, you know what the sad
those
thing
guys
is
are
that
champs.
they after they
Closed.
finished,
They
they
closed,
closed.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the company as a whole didn't, but that particular division of it
Winged
did.
it. I mean,
Yeah.
those guys are all going to get jobs though. Like,
I would think so.
I'd be like,
too.
anybody want to get hired? I literally, on the day in which I got the announcement, I would have pulled up to their office as they're leaving with their boxes of like their desk supplies. I'd be like, "You want a job? You want a job? You want a job?"
They really did an
Hey,
outstanding
you
job.
guys that fixed that movie that everybody complained about?
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah,
like
right.
I already said that even if the movie
Quickest rehire.
sucks or not,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go see it just based on them fixing it like they did.
just to buff their career.
Yeah.
I don't even care in the least, and I'm just like, you guys deserve this money though,
Yeah, like for real, they saved that movie.
because it was not gonna happen the first time.
Oh god.
So do you ever think that they're ever going to get to a point where they're going to run out of what they're reaching for Smash Ultimate as far as adding all these characters over and over again? And they're going to have to start reaching out into other media to really,
Finally,
to get out there.
Yeah, I think what will happen at the very least, we'll get this maybe 1 or 2 more DLC packs, and then Sakurai will finally retire, and then they'll have some new person come in, and they'll probably start from scratch, and they'll have a much shorter, smaller roster.
Super Smash Brothers Tenkaichi Ultimate Edition 5.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, no, but really, what's gonna happen is that basically after this run is done, we're just gonna get another brawl. It's like that's literally what's gonna happen.
I don't want another brawl.
That is my expectation. Is that after this game, basically what's going to come next, some 5 years later, it's just going to be brawl.
I
By the
want
way,
another.
This game is hell for me running tournaments.
Oh, I bet.
Well, because we have to make sure we have okay, we have 2 consoles. Everybody got to make sure we have all the characters and everything unlocked, so nobody's going to complain about those particular things.
Yeah, you
running
got
tournaments.
every DLC character.
Especially with surprise support. When we're doing that kind of stuff, we don't want to have anybody have an excuse that they couldn't play their brand new character that they're top tier S class with, and that's
Yeah.
why they lost the tournament.
Mm-hmm. And then some people care so much about that. I've been playing Meta Knight forever.
That's why I enjoyed.
And there was a time where he was the most fucking. Oh, sorry, my bad. He's one of the most
fine.
overpowered characters in the entire game, and then now he's just really.
He was
meh.
dropping so many F bombs during the Star Wars.
I was so angry.
Oh,
Episode.
yeah. So how many bleeps did that take?
I just didn't bleep. I was just like, this
He
is
gave
too
up
much
on it.
work. This
Yeah.
is too much work.
I was so red hot for that.
Yeah. I was like, because each episode was like an hour long.
Oh wow!
And there was like 3 or 4 episodes. I'm like, I'm not about to sit here for 4 hours trying to figure out when Dane dropped an F bomb.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Oh man, your editing is a lot different than mine. We can talk about that later, though.
Maybe you can teach me how I can look through
no,
that.
you're gonna make me cry telling you how I edit a 20-minute video for 8 hours.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I guess mine's a much quicker. I came up with a method and I use it for every video.
Oh yeah, that's part of the reason we have such a low rate
Turnout,
with
yeah.
like drunken gamers in particular. But
Yeah.
that's besides the
Hey,
point.
well,
Sorry
I mean-
about that. Got you off track.
No,
trade,
no,
trade,
that's all
trade
right.
secrets will be shared between us YouTubers.
Oh
Yes. But yeah, he was really annoyed with Star Wars. Which would, speaking of Star Wars, it would be interesting if they did ever do a Star Wars character in Smash.
Yoda.
That would be the other medium.
No. Do you guys remember Vader and Yoda in Soul Calibur?
Oh yes, yes, and then
Yeah.
Spawn.
We were talking
and
about
Link.
smaller hitboxes earlier.
Yeah, Yoda was
Yoda
such a
on Soul-
pain in the butt.
Yoda was Soul Calibur 3, right?
Yeah,
Soul
'cause
Calibur
Spawn
2.
was Spawn.
Yes, Soul Calibur 2 was Spawn, Link, and
and,
one of the Street Fighter characters.
No, it was
Or Tekken.
it
It was a Tekken character.
Devil Jin is 4, isn't it?
Hold on. So GameCube got Link.
Yep.
PlayStation got Crap.
Spawn, right?
No, that was Xbox.
Xbox got Spawn.
Xbox got Spawn. What did PlayStation?
PlayStation got
Was it
something.
Devil Jin? No, it couldn't have been
It
Devil
was
Jin.
it was this guy, the guy from Tekken, that the old
wait,
guy that was
Yoshimitsu?
fought. Yeah.
No, Hihachi.
Hahachi, that's who it was.
Yeah, it was
Hihachi.
Hihachi. Yeah, okay.
This
like-
was a way back. I miss them doing that with Soul Calibur games, by the way,
The,
Alright.
where each one would have a special character. They don't do that at all anymore. I mean, we got
Oh,
DLC
oh, wait a
characters.
second.
We got
we
Geralt.
have Link in Soul Calibur. That means that it's possible for Soul Calibur characters to be in Smash.
Yeah,
Please,
Nightmare.
can I have Sophia?
Wait, what? No, we have to have like Nightmare and have him be Ganon with a sword.
He would be just as slow. He really would.
No, I love that. And I
No,
think
no,
it's-
no, no, no. We'll do Azeroth because he has an axe. So he's not just another sword character.
Yeah,
There you go.
with that giant mallet of an axe.
Or what about the guy with the crazy
Oldu?
yes. You just
Oh.
be spinning around
That's family
Bear.
family friendly
With all of
his
his bondage.
spandex cup and
bondage outfit.
Wait. But my favorite thing to do in every Soul Calibur game.
So is Ivy.
was-
Ivy's
was when-
very family friendly.
Yeah, but win the game with him, and obviously just imagine that his Soul Calibur wish is just turn the planet into world bondage. Why are you here? Why are you
I don't remember which Soul Calibur it was, but I still have nightmares of that guy because he would juggle me into the air, flip backwards on the crawl thing,
Yeah.
and just bounce you off his belly off the stage.
like it was nothing.
And I was like, no, stop that.
Right. No, but they're the two most annoying characters. Yoshimitsu standing on his sword like a pogo stick,
Yeah.
and freaking Voldo crawling on the ground at you. Those are the two most annoying Soul Calibur.
I can handle it as long as I'm not being juggled. But
Yeah.
Yoshimitsu, I can handle. Voldo juggling me, I'm done. I can't handle it. I think it was Soul Calibur 5 or 4 that you could do that with. But
I played a little bit of the most recent Soul Calibur. It wasn't bad.
No, the thing that I don't like about Soul Calibur, just this is just me. They keep speeding up Nightmare. Nightmare has gotten progressively faster in every Soul Calibur game.
Well, it's because a lot of people
because I trade in 100 times gravity.
they were complaining about how slow he is.
No, I liked him slow because when he was that slow, he was also invincible when doing his moves. You couldn't stun him, and he also had just a few frames of invincibility.
He was essentially a
So
rock.
if you timed it right, you just punished people. He was like the weirdest counter character. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And now he's just like on speed. He's on crack. He just goes. I'm like, you are the biggest character in this game next to Azeroth. Slow down.
His reach was his advantage. I
Right.
mean, like with Siegfried, him and they're both very
With
similar.
the giant
Oh,
sword,
yeah.
yeah.
No, that annoys the crap out of me because Sophia's got like such a short range.
With the shield and sword,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Man, I tell you, dude. Anyway, but that's me getting back to the good old days. Soul Calibur 4 was where I was happy.
See,
Soul
Nintendo,
Calibur 2
look
was
at us
mine.
reminiscing about Soul Calibur games, and we know that you've lent your property out to them, so they obviously owe
It's
you
their
one.
turn.
Yep. So their turn to give it to you.
I also wouldn't mind Geralt being in another fighting game, but that's just because I don't mind seeing Geralt in anything. I love seeing him
Toss
in
a
everything.
coin to your Witcher.
Yes.
Ooh,
that meme,
Valley of Plenty.
that meme is gonna last for a long time.
The guy who sings is like, if you think it's stuck in your head, it's been stuck in my head for the past 8 months.
Right.
He's like, I was getting ready one day in the shower and I started humming it, and he's like, what is wrong with me? I have to do this on the set like every little bit, and now I'm doing it like off the set. I'm stuck with this.
No, my favorite thing are like the animated shorts, which is him just dancing around Gerald
Then
singing
annoying
it.
him.
Yeah, singing it.
Or Geralt on a stripper pole.
I've seen
Toss
that
a
one
coin
too.
to your Witcher.
I've seen that one too. I've seen that one
Oh,
too.
such quality.
Yeah, such expected of
Bounce
the
a
internet,
coin off your Witcher.
or the
Oh,
other
booty of plenty.
or the other version of that song if you watched all the episodes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the rest of it yet. I've only got to like episode 4 or so because I'm watching it with somebody. Because otherwise, I would have been done.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a really good adaptation.
it's good,
They
and
did change some things.
Devonte, he watched ahead of me, and so there's a certain scene where one of the words to the lyrics change, and he kept saying that, and I was like, "Why are you saying
singing it wrong?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, "Why are you singing it wrong?" And then I finally got to that scene, I'm like, "That's why." Okay, all right. Once you get to that scene, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yes, it's
No,
a valley. It's a valley of something.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's not plenty, but it is a p word.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh.
Anyways,
Oh.
back to Smash.
Right
So
before
if we've
we-
all played Witcher 3, you would know exactly what that word might be.
Yes. There's plenty of that in the Witcher series.
Our boy is a stud, man.
There is one, I think, genre of different things that I think would never be in a Smash character, and that is anything like superhero related. I can't imagine anything from DC or Marvel ever coming into like
Well,
Smash.
I literally feel the same way about 2D fighters, though.
Yeah, I could see that. That's why.
Well,
when you were like
specifically
BlazBlue-
2D anime fighters.
Yeah.
Let me be specific.
Yeah.
I don't think they're ever gonna make it in.
Well, Blaze Blue wasn't an anime before it was made.
Well, anime fighters just refers to the style,
Oh,
not
yeah.
actual anime.
Although
Oh, we can't have any Skullgirls.
Skullgirls, Guilty Gear. I
Yeah.
love Guilty Gear. Blaze Blue. You know, I'm a false player.
I understand, I get it.
Door.
But
Dude, I love it.
There's still plenty of characters that they could have went with. We got a little off track, just as we always do, because we were nerding out about the old days, and then also about the possibility of other characters someday coming to Smash, which would be awesome. But we could talk about that all day, and I know you're not going to watch all day because I know our view duration. Unfortunately, analytics tells me how long people watch our videos. It's one of the negative sides to being a
Well,
YouTuber.
let's be honest here. We'd appreciate it if you did stick to the end.
Yeah.
But if you don't, we still enjoy the time that you spent here. We're gonna
Yes.
keep recording regardless.
Yes. Anyways, I think this is a good stopping point. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for allowing us to get to the root of our geek culture with you.